Evgeny and Kirill's duel is tonight. Their boats are here. Hope I'm not too late. Perfect timing. They're just about to start. I shouldn't let them see me.
It's time, gentlemen. Pick your weapons. On your marks. When this handkerchief reaches the ground, you will shoot.
What the hell?
He's dead. You two leave. As agreed, I'll take care of the rest.
The fabric of the seat seems durable, but feels silky and so soft. Good job, Elisa. Didn't expect to find you here.
I'm a guest. I've come to an agreement with our friendly proprietress. Everyone's a winner. In my capacity as a servant of the Count's house, I'm acting as security. In addition, Mademoiselle Elisa pays me some decent coin to make sure nothing interferes with its operation.
Including the Countess?
See, you get it. Elisa's more like her father than I gave her credit for. Still nothing on the contract front, before you ask.
No, me neither. But I'm not giving up. There must be some way.
Your youthful vigor is charming, Lisa, really.
One must believe in the possibility of happiness in order to be happy.
Tolstoy, eh? Quite a character, that one. Total hypocrite, if you ask me. But he does portray battle well. Chaotic, terrible, and pointless. It's all well and good to say such things, but living it is another matter entirely.
Slacking off again, Hussar?
This young lady looked like trouble.
Oh, really now?
You can't expect me to stand around all day.
That is precisely what I expect from you. That's beside the point. I did want to speak to the both of you, so this is convenient. It's regarding the matter of your contract, actually.
Oh? You have my attention.
I went looking through Father's files. He kept records of every contract he ever made. The bad news is that the only means of breaking it will be to fulfill its condition. The good news is that any member of the family is sufficient for such purposes, That removes at least one complication.
So then, we need you to interfere in true matters of the heart.
Before either of you ask, no, I'm not seeing anyone. And I imagine the word true means it must take some real, unforced feeling.
Drat.
True matters of the heart. Is there some other way? It's too crazy as is, but I wonder.
So, what's this crazy idea of yours?
It's not fully formed. However, first off, how much do either of you know about vampire biology?
Well, we are dead, essentially.
But we're also capable of dying, yes?
Harder to kill. Except in certain circumstances. Sunlight, obviously. But we're not death-proof.
But we can survive injuries that would kill a human.
I suddenly do not like where this conversation is going.
Speak for yourself.
Listen, the contract was clearly made meaning true matters of the heart, in the metaphorical sense, right? But what if we were to interpret it literally?
I'm not following.
Your heart, in your chest. What if we somehow interfered with it?
Excuse me?
I don't exactly know how just yet, but if we were to approach this scientifically, Elisa doing something to your heart could be interpreted as interfering with its physical substance.
When you put it like that, it almost makes sense. Still, putting my life on the line for a theory is a little...
Oh, hush. I've seen plenty of vampires take strikes to the chest and live.
So what? You're just going to cut me open and poke around?
Well, yes, that's my initial idea. Although, of course, that will take careful planning and some time to consider all the surgical complications. And I can't guarantee that it'll even work.
Seems a good enough idea to me.
Well, you're not the one going under the knife.
So spineless.
All right, I'll consider it as an option. I mean, what's eternal life if I'm stuck 1 minute longer chasing brats like this one around?
Ingrate.
All right, then. In the meantime, there's a lot to do. I'll need to prepare my tools, consult the doctor, find a space to use as the operating theater.
Ugh, enough. All this talking and planning is insufferable. Let's just get this done already.
Wait, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, you'll be fine. It's not like I stabbed you with a wooden stake or anything.
Hold on, Hussar. Let me take a look. How... It doesn't actually look all that bad. Hussar, do you hear me?
I hear you. All right, it hurts like hell. But yeah, I think I'm relatively okay, all things considered.
Told you. Now, if I had shoved it into your brain or something else you actually need...
Quiet, Elisa. Just go fetch me some vodka, thread, and a clean needle, and set it nearby.
Fine.
Hussar, I'm now going to fix you up to help you heal more quickly. Medically, I don't really know if this blood is yours or what you fed upon, but with the added pressure, it seems like you've barely lost any.
Thanks for the warning.
I know it must burn terribly, but I promise, you don't want an infection. At least there's plenty of vodka in a bar to disinfect with.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm almost done, promise. There. Not the best of medical conditions, but I think that should help with your recovery. Although, if I'm honest, I think you would have managed to pull through even without my intervention. I can barely believe it.
Vampire healing abilities for you. Not that I wanted to test them out today. Ugh. Oh.
Don't move too much. You'll rip your stitches.
My stitches? Damn, that's right.
Your mark.
Did it,
See for yourself.
It's gone. It's really gone.
Congratulations.
I can't believe it. I'm free. What can I even say to you, Doctor?
Thank you might be a start. Although, I'm technically not the one who did the actual deed.
As though thank you could be enough. But yes, thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
I'm just glad the idea worked.
How do you think I feel? As for you...
I really did know you'd be fine, truly. However, I was probably a bit too hasty.
Really? You think?
I'm sorry.
You? You, Elisa, the daughter of the head vampire family, apologize? I didn't know that was even possible. Have you even had to utter those words before?
I don't believe I have. And I certainly don't intend to ever again. So you should be very grateful indeed. Well, with that, I better get back to the manor. The Countess will definitely be wondering where I am by now. All's well that ends well, right?
Ah, the forever problematic adieu. Do get back before your mother tries to sick me on you again, since she will now be sorely disappointed.
So, are you going to give the Countess a leaving notice?
I might, but certainly not in person. I served her long enough to predict the reaction, and it won't be pretty. A postcard with a nice note will do the job just fine.
What will you do now with your newfound freedom?
Not really sure just yet. Right now? Probably nothing. I need to get things in order, make a plan, and then... who knows? Come to think of it, Misha always wanted to see the ocean. Maybe that's what I'll do. Spend some time by the sea. Somewhere all the politics and nastiness can't find me. Doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Sounds like a dream.
Right? I can smell the salt already. But for now, well, first I'd better start saving.
And before that, you need to recover, Hussar.
It's Stefan. You may now call me by my real name if you'd like.
Stefan.
And yes, Doctor, I'll rest here a bit longer. Although, I'm already feeling about ready to taste my newfound freedom in the skies. You go ahead.
Very well. Take care of yourself, Stefan. Wherever the sky leads you.
You too, Lisa.
I love listening to water. Nature makes the best music sometimes.
Get away from me!
It's too dark. I don't want to stumble on a branch and break my neck.
Go away, you!
There's last month's newspaper stored in here. Peculiar. Locked. Seems like Evgeny isn't ready for company yet. I should try coming back another time. I may never get used to how deep sleep is now that I'm a vampire. When I wake up, it feels like an eternity has passed. One day, that might be true. Tonight, I dreamed about being old. I saw my wrinkly face and hands, gray hair and wise, peaceful eyes. I saw my grandchildren come to visit me. I made them vatrushki and poured sweet tea that they drank from tiny saucers. I stroked their heads as they sat on my knees and told me about their adventures at school. I read them fairy tales and told them stories from my youth as they laid in bed until they finally started to yawn. They fell asleep, slowly, peacefully, like only children can. But, like I said, that was a dream, and it will stay that way. Years will go by, people will pass, leaders will change, empires will fall, but I'll still be here. Always. What's this by the door? Let's take a look, shall we? I suppose I have to stay in now, in case someone needs medical help. Could have used a little notice, Dr. Volkov. Come in. Good evening, young lady. Are you all right?
I must see Dr. Vol.
I'm afraid Dr. Volkov is out of town, but he left me in charge. What's your name?
Maruza. Are you even a doctor?
An apprentice, technically, but just tell me what happened.
Fine. It's my brother. We were swimming in the lake, and all of a sudden, he went underwater. We pulled. I ran as fast as I could.
Is he there now?
We dragged him out on the beach. He's not breathing.
Then we can't lose time.
The lake is far. What if it is too late?
Don't worry, I'll get there in time. I know a shortcut.
Right. Thank you.
I'll see you there. Let me just get my medical bag. My medical bag. I should probably take this with me.
Go away, you.
He's not breathing. I have to do something.
Timyon! You're all right.
I think so.
I don't even know what to say, madam.
Just call me Lisa.
You are a savior, Lisa.
I don't know how to thank you.
Would you please stop by our house sometime and let us thank you? It's to the east, not far from here. We don't have much to thank you with, but I know how to make a decent strawberry pie.
Marusa's strawberry pies are to die for, madam. I don't bake myself, but if there is something I can ever do for you, I'll be there day or night.
Is that so? Thank you both. I might take you up on that.
Thank you.
How are you holding up?
Not too bad now. I really thought I was going to die.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
We went swimming. Marusa told us not to go in the lake, but I didn't listen.
Did she warn you because of Kupala night?
No one is supposed to swim tonight, especially young men. I should have known better.
What happened to your leg?
Something in the middle of the lake pulled me down. When other folks got there, they started to pull and freed me. But the creature had claws, so it scratched me before it let go.
Peculiar. I've never seen marks like this before. Anyway, let me patch you up. There. All better.
I don't even know how to thank you, miss. You were right, Marusa. I'm sorry. Never again.
Let's go home. Enough festivities for the day.
While I'm here, I should check in on the rest of them. Make sure no one else gets hurt. The smell is enchanting.
Just like that. Stem into stem. That's right. Flowers and plants this night have a magical nature. They can keep you safe and healthy for the year to come.
What happens after we finish?
Well, we can attach a candle to the wreath and send it floating on the lake. If the light stays on and the wreath gets to the other shore, it means you'll get married and live happily ever after.
I did it! Fire didn't touch me! This will be a great year!
One jump can't be enough. You probably have to do at least 3 of those.
The smell is enchanting.
My turn? Let me try.
Like you're ever gonna land a husband.
Just you watch. He'll appear in the mirror and you'll cry at how handsome he will be.
Say the words already.
Here goes. The ritual has now begun. Show yourself, my chosen one. The ritual has now begun. Show yourself, my chosen one.
Nothing.
Just keep your skirt on. It doesn't work straight away.
You must be saying it wrong. Try it again.
Look! Look! Someone is in there!
Let me see.
Ah! Look! The wreath's all sunk!
Dear God, save my soul!
What in heavens is going on here? It wants me to go into the woods.
Welcome.
Who are you?
Did you enjoy my show?
So it was you who caused all the havoc at the lake.
Indeed. I did it all for you.
What do you mean by that?
I wish to amuse you. Were you entertained?
You are a sick man if you think I would enjoy something like that.
You are still a child, a fledgling. You know not what you are and what you can become. I looked into your soul. I found pain. I found wrath. I found promise.
You said you looked into my soul.
You and I made a bond. I have seen through you ever since.
So it was you back in the dungeon.
You were pure back then, but there was a spark. That spark made you hurt another soul. But who could blame you? Who could stop you? Your life was stolen from you. You took back what is yours. You had the right, and you had the power. And now, Elisaveta, that spark shall start a fire.
What do I call you?
They used to call me Dragomir, but names matter not. I was once alive, and now I am immortal. I was once blind, and now I am omniscient. I was once like you, and soon we will be kin.
Those children at the lake, you scarred them for life.
They were afraid long before I interfered. Misfortune, loneliness, death. All their fears, real as day, but in their heads. I showed them the truth, made them face it, feel it on their skin. I fed from it, and became even stronger.
How do I repay my debt?
I chose you for a reason. Your potential is vast. To repay me, prove you can live up to it. You and I are no parasites. We are nature's predators. We are lions, wolves. To obtain complete power at your fingertips, you need only two things. To know one's fear, and to have the will to make it real. You hide it well, but there is still a part of you that fears hurting others. I will teach you a lesson. You will rid yourself of weakness, show them their fear, feed from it. Now heed me, child. Choose someone you care for. Burn a wreath on their door. Then, and only then, shall you be free.
Even if I was willing to do that, how do you expect me to start a fire? I don't carry matches with me.
A matter of little importance. Nonetheless, I'll grant you the power. For tonight, when you snap your fingers, a fire will be raised.
The people behind those doors will die, won't they?
This will let us in. The rest is not for you to worry.
I can't do something like this, even if I owe you.
Disappointing, yet predictable. A thing of note. You shall not be able to return to safety till you complete your task. Soon enough, the night will cease. Don't let the sun decide your fate for you. Farewell.
If I don't pick a house of someone I know and burn their wreath, I will be ashes at sunrise. Oh, what a nightmare. too dark. I don't want to stumble on a branch and break my neck. It's too dark. I don't want to stumble on a branch and break my neck. What? Fascinating. If I try to make myself fly across the lake, I simply can't. I think this might be another vampiric restriction. Looks like if I want to cross a body of water, I have to do it like any other human. More huts in the village down that way, and each one must have its own story. This must be Marusa and Demyon's house. I can see them through the window. No, not this one. Burning this won't help. Dragomir was very clear. It can only be people I know. This must be Marusa and Demyon's house. I can see them through the window. No, not this one.
Goodness!
Goodness!
This is where Roman lives and works. No, not this one. The scales of stability, the symbol of our country. How patriotic. This is a public place, so no wreath to burn here. This is Faina's door. I am so sorry. I am free. The debt has been paid. Dragomir said to burn the wreath, but he didn't say anything about other talismans. Let's see how you like that, you bastard. I must return home, quickly. The curse has been lifted. I can enter my home again.
Elisa?
What is all this?
Don't interrupt this. Just give me a minute. It's almost done.
This all must be to resurrect Petya.
The doll has to stay inside the circle. Lisa, please help. I can't interrupt the ritual. Quick, get the doll and put it back.
Matilda. Is this right?
Yes, yes, now move out of the way.
What happened? Did it work?
I don't know. I was trying to resurrect Petya. This was the only night it was possible. The ritual wasn't exactly easy to decipher. At the last minute, I learned that I needed a vessel, an object he truly cared for. It suddenly hit me. Matilda, and you were the one who had it. Only it was too late. I didn't have time to find you and talk it through.
Now things start to make more sense. What happens now?
I'm not sure. I couldn't translate the runes after the ritual part. Perhaps his body will turn up at the place where he was murdered. I'll head to the manor and check.
Worth a shot. Good luck.
Thank you, Lisa. I owe you big.
I need some rest. I'll clean this all up later. What a night. Tonight in my dreams, I saw my father exactly the way he was a decade ago. His hair wasn't yet riddled with white strands, and a soldier would envy his posture. His eyes weren't bleak and clouded, but sparkling with joy. I dreamt that Father Kolya and I played hide-and-seek in our old house. Kolya and I did our very best to find good hiding spots. I picked a nook under the desk in the study, and Kolya hid behind a bookcase in the bedroom. Despite our efforts, it was no challenge for our father. He pretended to look for a little while to entertain us, like he often used to. But then, he scooped us up from our hiding places with a triumphant yell and hugged us tightly. His beard was scratchy, but I dug my face in it anyway, because I wanted to feel closer to him. Suddenly, he grew incredibly thirsty. His lips became dry, and his skin started to crack from dehydration. He managed to find bottles around the house, but as he drank from them, they filled with seawater. The game couldn't be delayed any longer, and it was his turn to hide. Kolya and I closed our eyes and counted to 13. When we opened them, he was gone. For hours we looked and looked all over, but in vain. Exhausted, we sat down on the floor. Kolya turned to me and said, "We're never going to find him again, are we?" I woke up before I was able to give an answer. These dreams are becoming so vivid. Is this my life now? To dream such things for all eternity. Oh, such a mess. Does she not care about the danger she put us in? One demon coming for me is enough for a lifetime, even if a lifetime here means forever. I'd better get dressed and then make a start on fixing this room. What was that?
Lisa?
It's talking to me. The doll is talking to me. Petya?
Petya. I'm Petya. What is happening, Lisa? I feel strange.
You don't remember? You died. You were murdered.
But how can that be? I'm here now, talking to you. And why are you so tall all of a sudden?
You're inside Matilda now, the doll you made.
How is that possible?
There was a ritual. Elisa, she wanted to bring you back to life. She took an object that was dear to you to work as a conduit.
My doll?
Yes. She had so little time to find something. It was Kupala last night.
What? But that means I've missed so much time.
I'm so sorry, Petya.
Thank you, Lisa. I don't know what's going on, but it's comforting to have you here. You do, however, seem strangely calm, given what you're seeing, and how I apparently came back into being.
To tell the truth, I saw your body drained by one of us. You see, Petya, I'm a vampire.
A vampire?
Yes, just like from the old legends.
And Elisa?
Is one as well. In fact, most of the people you saw on the day you died were vampires.
I guess I shouldn't be too shocked, given my current situation.
Lisa! Lisa, are you up yet? I have a task for you.
Who is that?
The vampire that turned me. Sorry, but I need to go and see what he needs.
Wait, before you go, can you please put me on your shelf? It's a little unnerving being down here. Ah, much better. I can actually see now. Thank you.
Do you think you'll be okay alone while I'm gone?
Might be for the best, honestly. I think I need some quiet time to take in all you've said. Do you mind not telling anyone about my resurrection just yet?
Even Elisa?
Especially her.
I see. Of course, it will be our secret for now. Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though. Doctor?
Now what if I try this? Will that work? I know that can't work. Well, maybe.
Dr. Volkov? I've never known the doctor to keep his office so dark. Doctor? Dr. Volkov? Is everything all right?
Ah! Please lower that. I'm fine, my dear. Don't worry about me.
You don't look fine.
Your observations are not required nor useful at this current moment. Just listen. I need some blood samples. But not just any samples. Only the highest quality will do. Go to this address.
This is the town's literary salon. Can the samples only come from there?
Of course. Are you questioning me? Who's the doctor with decades of experience?
I've never seen the doctor like this. What's happening to him?
Look, it'll be good for you to see this place for yourself. To see the vital work that is carried out there for our kind. The samples should be stored in the back room.
This all sounds rather odd.
You need to start understanding our ways better. This is an opportunity to do just that. Now hurry, please.
Hi, Anastasia. I just came to check in on Evgeny. How's he holding up?
He's gone.
What?
He left town. Said he can't live with this guilt and can't put me and others in danger. He packed the other night and disappeared. I tried to stop him, but...
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do...
I'm glad you came. There is something I need to give you. Hold on. He said it's for you. I didn't read it.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, I need some time to myself now.
Of course. I understand. Good night. There's a poem here that's dedicated to me. Could you take me to the mansion, please?
Sure thing, ma'am. Hop in.
Elisa, fancy seeing you here.
Lisa, what a lovely surprise.
May I see what you have in stock?
Certainly. Enjoy.
How can I be of service?
This garden's fragrance is heavenly. I'm so glad that turning into a vampire didn't affect my sense of smell. This garden's fragrance is heavenly. I'm so glad that turning into a vampire didn't affect my sense of smell.
Oh!
How odd that the doctor would send me here. I thought this was a place to exchange words, not scientific samples. Strange that it's empty. Hello? Anyone here? The doctor said the samples should be in the back room. Where could it possibly be? How curious. Didn't I see this key on Arbin's ear? Arbin has an excellent selection, doesn't she? Wait a second. Is this a keyhole on the back side of the cabinet? Ah, the key fits. I can see what's behind the cabinet now. Let's see. What is this?
Lisa? What are you doing back here?
Arbin? Is that you?
Of course it is. It's my salon, isn't it?
Could have fooled me. Sure looks like a haunted house right now. The doctor sent me for samples, but I didn't expect this here. Or of you.
Oh, poor dear. I see now. No wonder your face looks well beyond death. When was the last time you drank? Here, have some of this.
I think I'd rather not take anything from you right now.
Fair enough. Look, everything isn't as bad as it seems. I'm actually quite surprised that dear doctor didn't better inform you beforehand. No matter now. Take a look around. I'll answer any questions you may have.
They're not dead, just in a trance.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, lovely.
So, who are these people?
Revolutionaries. The people's champions, according to them. Oof. They want to bring change to this country? There's no changing it, only slapping a fresh bandage on an infected wound. But so long as they continue to supply me with their hot blood, then who am I to question their goals?
So, are they all right?
Perfectly fine. As they're not too keen on watching the process, we've agreed to use chloroform. Of course, I actually put them into a trance, whispering sweet words in their ears. They're probably dreaming of a new world, one filled with equality and peace among men. I do admire their passion, but mortals always think of the short-term goal. Some quick snap of the fingers that brings about cataclysmic change. Then they die, and don't live long enough to see how little really changes, and so the cycle repeats.
So what exactly is the purpose of all this?
This is for my ethically sourced Cabernet. I'm rather annoyed that Pavel didn't tell you.
Ethically sourced?
We vampires must feed to survive like any other creature, right? We are wolves in the night, stalking prey. But unlike wolves, we talk and interact with our prey, get to know about their lives and why they matter. So do we have to resort to violence? It's a question we often have to face and deal with. But I have found willing volunteers. I of course can't tell them the blood's true purpose. So I have them believe it's all for the doctor's medical research. Not fully a lie. Making decent Cabernet is hard enough. 3 out of 5 batches fail. At least this way, I don't have to worry about harming people in order to source the main ingredient.
I didn't know that. Is that why it's so expensive?
Indeed. Cabernet has only been around a couple decades, and the tools are far from perfect. I sure hope they make it easier one day. That could change everything.
So...
Hold on a second. I need to see to this. They're about to wake up. Stay and get to know them. Understand why I do what I do.
All right.
Actually, can you do me a favor and bandage their arms while I wake them?
Of course.
Why are you taking so long? I thought you were a physician. Step aside. I try to give them as little trauma as possible. 大家起身啦，夠鐘啦，朋友。
Arbin? Is it over already?
Yes, Yvonne. You've done well.
All that came from us? No wonder I feel exhausted.
Don't worry, Gosha. You're both young. You'll soon replenish your stock.
It's always strange to hear you call our blood that. It's so clinical.
Oh, Arbin, who is this?
This better be a friend.
So jumpy. Please relax. Lisa's here on an errand for the doctor.
Ah, here to collect our fluids.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm sure the doctor is thankful for your donations. I can vouch for how diligent he is in his research.
Tell me, does the good doctor find our blood to be of a lower quality than that of the elite he so often tends to treat?
Now, Yvonne, let's not scare her off before we give her a proper introduction.
Well, now that introductions are out of the way, I must thank you for your contribution and wish you good luck. I have to get this new batch of medical samples prepared now.
Of course, Arbin. We'll see you when it's our turn again.
Come on then, Gosha. I could use a stiff drink after all this. We should recover our strength.
It was nice to meet you, Lisa. If you ever fancy a chat over a bottle of vodka rather than a bucket of blood, we frequent the bar at the end of the street.
Why doesn't your group meet up here?
No offence, Arbin, but the prices there fit our budget better.
None taken.
We have some urgent duties to fulfill in the upcoming weeks, but we do have plans to meet there soon, if you'd like to hear more.
Hope to see you then.
If you decide to take them up on that offer, be prepared. They can drink you under the table. Not sure my head has ever fully recovered.
Duly noted.
Now, as for your errand, I always keep a sample stash for the doctor on hand. Feel free to grab it from the shelves at the back of the room. Oh, and I assume you have my earring?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Thanks, lovely. I'll see you around.
Found it. Good lord, it looks appetizing. What a night. I should return to the doctor now with these samples.
You're free! Free to live your life as nature intends!